Where's that blasted salami? I can smell it. Ah, all it needs is slicing.
While you're at it, fix one for me.
Liking this chimp bread is pretty good.
It's chimp loaf.
But this chimp loaf is really good.
Well, we don't sell monkey bread in Bumberville. Or we do, but it's because of the only grocery store, Chavs, which is a British grocery store started by a bunch of like guys in tracksuits. They've brought over what they call monkey bread in the across the pond, which is chimp loaf. But yeah,
that was because you didn't want association with Monkey Jones.
Well, yeah, we don't carry his shitty bread here, anyways. But anyways, welcome to TaviRadio Podcast SatAM. I am Lycan Jones, the Wolfman himself. I don't want to talk about my position in America's favorite werewolves anymore. It's very sad.
Don't tell me to sound lower.
Shut up. With me, that voice you heard, is the king of chimp loaves. He's eaten 3 of them so far. He's gonna go for a world record, Mr. Tabby Face. Tab, how are you?
No, I'm doing all right. I'm feeling pretty monkey right now.
What? No? So basically,
I'm monkey.
Donkey Kong, why are you so chunky?
You want to know why? So basically, Goku, why can't I beat you? You dumb monkey.
You monkey. Goku.
You want to know why, Frieza?
Why?
So basically, I'm monkey.
Okay.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Today on the podcast, this episode, we talked to Saber. He's got an update about his time travels and stuff that goes on there. We give him some we inform him of what's going on in our timeline, and that'll be fun. We also got some town updates, and I got no anime questions, provided you can answer me this one thing. Did you finish reading Galko-chan?
No.
Okay, then no. We got no. I don't have any anime questions because I haven't.
Sorry, a lot of City Hall business.
All right, well that's fair.
So the citizens are actually going to clean up this town. This town is beautiful. I don't know what they're talking about.
There's garbage in the streets, you goddamn loaf. You're more loaf than man, goddammit. But we'll do some town updates, and you got any topics you want to talk about today outside of the town updates?
Yeah, I got something to talk about.
All right, we'll talk about the town first.
All right,
how's that?
Yeah.
So first up, let me just bring out the ledger because I gotta start doing this now.
Heath Ledger, you brought him back?
No, can't. Anyways, here's the ledger I've got for you. First up in the order is the Underground Esports Arena, as they've called it. They don't really have a name for it, but I've decided to call it Ye Old Subway, and not the Ye Old Subway, which is the old-timey subway that put the actual chain out of business here in town. It sells Ye Old sandwiches. It's sold on a truncheon, on a trencher, sorry. Truncheon is a policeman's baton in England. But it's served on a trencher. It's a bunch of that stink meat from Subway served on a trencher, which is a hard loaf. But anyways, so at Ye Old Subway, my undercover investigation worked. Everyone's dead. I went in there. I investigated. I heard something that made me mad. Somebody called me a cuck, and I wolfed out. And everyone's dead. Tab, I think our next move is to cave it in, like you said. For good.
All right.
Do you want to know what the inciting incident?
All right, boys, it's done. Tar it in.
All right.
Thank you. They're about to tar up that place right now.
Oh, cool.
I've had boiling hot tar ready for them.
Well, and they'll never find the bodies. So
I was the hunchback.
Now they'll never find the bodies. So
I had some hot tar ready, like I was the hunchback.
Yeah, it was hot oil for him.
Oh, I thought it was tar.
No, it was hot oil.
Oh.
Boiling oil. He just had boiling oil.
Who boils oil?
Actually, it's either boiling oil or no, he had boiling lead ready.
Oh, there we go. Oh my God. That sounds worse than tar.
It is. It's hot metal. Anyways, so yeah, you want to know what the inciting incident that ended up like me murder a bunch of like nerds?
Yeah, sure. What happened?
Or a group of white men is called a Reddit. A group of nerds is called a Reddit. No, I think it's called a comic book shop or a D&D club. Now, so what happened was I went in and I looked around. People were starting to get suspicious, and I said, "Yo, where's the Darkstalkers at?" And they said, like, yeah, Darkstalkers are stupid. What are you, a cuck? And I got triggered. And I tried to hold it in. And then they said, yeah. It's like, yeah, what's the matter? You don't like that word? What are you, a dark cocker? Or dark cuckers? You don't like dark cuckers? And yeah, Seth Rogen was there. Or his doppelganger. Anyways, I murdered them all. I tore off the trench.
Was it fat Rogan or a current like kind of thin Rogan?
Kind of thin Rogan. But I couldn't stand it no more. They insulted my beloved franchise, which I love with all my heart. And classic, anime hero mode, flung off the hat and trench coat just like it was me the whole time, Lycan Jones, one of America's favorite werewolves, and they're like,
was it like Piccolo pulling off his cape and hat?
Yeah, and it was like we knew it was you, dude. It's like we thought you'd come down here to be cool and not act like a fucking SJW cock. It's like, I've said nothing of that sort yet, my friends, and how dare you? Now I'm very angry, and I murdered them all. And then I realized, what have I done? I got blood on my hands. And then I looked down. It's like these guys had it coming. They probably had some like screed written up on their Reddit, on their like
some kiddie porn.
Yeah, they probably had some. Then I thought like, well, while they're dead, I might as well take their wallets.
So how much?
No one's gonna miss them. So I got rid of their IDs. I checked their wallets for money. Big surprise, nothing. It's all cryptocurrency.
How are they gonna do money matching?
It's all cryptocurrency, bitcoins.
That's stupid.
I know.
Come down to my esports arena. We got actual dollars.
Well, yeah, we got burger matches too.
You got burger matches.
In fact, didn't you say every week at the esports arena that the main prize is a whole plate of hamburgers, Popeye, Wimpy from Popeye style?
Yeah.
Like, or it kind of looks like that, or like the platter that Skinner brought out for his steamed hams.
It was more Wimpy style.
So it's a whole fucking giant dinner platter of. Wow, that's amazing.
Scotty keeps winning though.
God, anyway, we'll talk about his new position actually. But anyways, so yeah, I was scrounging their wallets. I have a lot of money in cryptocurrency now.
What do you do with it?
I think I'm gonna buy
a small country in Africa.
No, I'll buy it and I'll give it back to the people, and then they can tear down the shoe factory they're all working in. Use to make something more worthwhile.
This land is your land now.
Yeah. Look at me going in as the big wolfman savior, vampire savior. I need you to help me build more Darkstalkers arcade cabinets, and it's worthwhile. I promise. It'll be the next big thing in all over the world again.
But Lycan, I can just make a Mugen build for Darkstalkers.
Shut up! I'm trying to employ these people. They need the money. Anyways, but so I have all this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency now. I'm gonna use it to transfer for Dogecoin. TAV coins aren't worth nothing. Your cryptocurrency failed. But Terumo coins are on the rise.
Who the hell is buying pig
It's got
coins?
a sweet picture of a pig on it.
Who's out here buying Terumo coins?
At 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. Now,
first of all,
but here's the greatest revelation about this. Well, I was digging through the wallets.
Who's mining for swine coins?
So while I was mining for I was digging through their wallets, found more reason for you to cover them in tar. My suspicions were right. Each one of these guys had a Lolicon membership card. And the address to the Reddit, r/Bummerville Lolicon. I don't know how many there are left in Bummerville, but the ones that ran that underground esports arena, the old subway, they're all dead.
You know,
now.
the Bummerville the BPD may suck, but at least our lollies is actually doing their job.
Yeah, your lollies?
Yeah.
It's weird. Is it weird that the lollies bust more people for crimes outside of just like, you know, being a lolicon in town than the police? Is that why the BPD hangs around and eats Intamin's donuts all days? They don't even patronize the local donut shop, Ricky's. Ricky's Donuts?
It's just Ricky's is run by a rat.
Are you discriminating, Tav?
No.
I saw Ratatouille. Rats could do a lot of good things.
No, he's just a giant mad rat.
Yeah, like the one in Courage the Cowardly Dog. He's a cool guy. He was the coolest character. It's like, thanks, Ricky. No problem.
Remember that pig chef from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Is he related to Tarumo?
Yeah, that's another form of Peter.
God.
That's Peter S.'s.
No, his name is Jambon.
Yeah.
Jambon. His name is literally ham in French.
I mean, so was the piggy bank in Toy Story.
Yeah.
His name was just Ham.
Ham with 2 M's. But anyways, that's the well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. All of them are dead. I have all their all their IDs. They'll be unidentified and covered in tar.
Don't worry, the Bummerville lollies.
Wait a minute, Tav.
What?
You have all this hot tar ready to pour into this thing, and you can't use that tar to like fill up the potholes?
I'm working on it.
But
don't worry, I got the Bummerville lollies working on the last members if there's any stragglers left.
Okay. Also on the docket,
I got Lollies Commissioner Kana working on the case.
Anyways, I got also on the docket. Elections are coming up. You got an opponent. It's Hate Ape. So let me lead up to this. So Tav and I, we bust into Hate Ape's show. We caught him red-handed. We pulled off his mask. It was Saber Spark, you're right. We kicked him out of town. Told him, you have a YouTube channel, do this on your YouTube, you goddamn monster.
Goddamn. I can't say monkey. You goddamn.
White monkey. He's the one who's saying the white apes are better than all God's creatures, great and small.
I should have saw it coming.
But anyways, we kicked him out, and he got mad. So he's back in town, and he's running a platform built on hate and improving the town. Built on hate. He says hate will fill the potholes.
Hate will not fill the potholes, it will only fill your hearts.
Hate will fill our hearts and potholes.
You know what will fill the potholes? Flex Seal.
That's already been done. He says he wants to tear up all the Flex Seal and fill our potholes with hate. And fill our potholes with hate. He'll bring down the wall.
No.
And join forces of Jod.
No.
The greatest hater of all.
No. No, that wall has to stay up. That's a monument.
And then he's running on a platform appealing to white apes.
There's only one white ape in town
and children.
Oh, there's a bunch of children in town.
But also, here's the weirdest thing. So this guy, hate ape, or Hape as he's called by the children, and now people who want to vote for him, which is only one. And you know who that one person is? Saber Spark. He's not in the ape suit. It's someone else.
Who's in the ape suit?
That's the next mystery tab. Also, how do you feel about running? You normally run unopposed because nobody wants your job. But because they're all too lazy to be mayor, and you're the only one with enough initiative. I'd run for mayor, but I like where I'm at right now. I'm in a good place. But
sitting on a hill in a castle, walking down.
Running my musical program on the radio station.
What are you playing at night now?
Kenny Rogers Nightcore was a success. People loved it. Thinking about doing a number 2. Maybe doing Johnny Cash Nightcore somewhere down the line. Next week, I think I'm going to do Journey Nightcore.
I hurt myself.
I hurt myself today. See if I still feel. Anyways, shit. But how do you feel about having an actual opponent for once that isn't Jod?
Well, I'm just gonna win anyway.
You're positive in that, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, but also, can Saberspark vote if he's not a citizen of Bummerville?
He cannot vote. He's not a citizen.
So he's just Hate Ape's hype man.
He's literally just a hype man for an ape that no one is gonna vote for.
Except for the children, but they're all underage.
Children cannot vote because they're not of 18.
Yeah.
So,
what about the edgy teenagers who watch Hate Ape ironically and want to support him ironically because it's irony and it's cool?
they can't vote either because they're probably only 16 to 15 years old.
No, there's a couple 18-year-olds.
Two edgy 18-year-olds versus the whole adult population of Bumberville.
How many people vote for you actually?
My mom. My dad.
Uh-huh.
My dog.
Dogs can vote in Bummerville.
Only him.
Only him?
Yeah, he's like.
What about the year you ran opposed? Actually, no, you run opposed one other time, and that was the time a dog. They tried to elect a dog because they said this dog who licks his nuts all day is better than you. Look at the flexibility on this dog.
Yeah, but now he's the legendary doggy swami.
He does run the best psychic shop in town. I just went to get my fortune told. I got a big dog treat coming to me sometime down the line. I'm pretty proud of that. It's made with molasses and sweet potato.
Hey, that sounds like something I can get behind.
Yeah, they do make human grade dog treats that are that flavor.
Fun. Did you know that Rachel Ray has actually eaten her own brand of dog food to make sure it's actually up to spec?
Well, if she likes it, then I have to like it.
But this isn't me appropriating your culture, but have you actually eaten dog food?
No.
Lincoln? Do you have a bag of it?
No. Why would I need a bag of dog food? I can just go down the street and get myself this sweet pork loin.
Oh.
I can go down the street and go to the actual ye old Subway and get a meatball marinara on some medieval hard loaf.
What's the meat made of?
What?
What's the meat made out of?
Probably some grounded up like game fowl or something. I don't know.
Well,
it's very sad.
Well, anyway,
yeah, there's also more town updates. It appears somebody has spotted Kisaragi at second location. After you kicked Terumo out for running it, I guess they saw him there. And you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, he's running the place now.
You let a caveman.
He's the manager, yeah.
How's he doing?
I think he's running the place pretty good.
Also, how did he get the job?
He stumbled back into Bummerville somehow, coming out of the woods. I found the BPD alerted me to his presence.
Great, at least you for something.
I say BPD, but it was actually the Lollies department.
Okay, well,
because they're the only ones out here in the streets doing work.
Yeah, well, they've been keeping the drug problem down surprisingly well, and they're not busting people for doobing up every now and then, you know. I'm thinking about going to the Lawlease's department-funded chili cook-off to give money back to the community. You know.
Of course, no. I heard.
They make hotter chili than the fucking fire department. What? They don't even make chilies. They make spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah, I got a bunch of maybe not alcohol, maybe semi-alcoholic Italian men working there.
Huh.
So
that's nice, I guess.
The Italians need a job, and I told them, all right, you guys can run the 2 fire departments. Do that for me, and I'll put food on the table for you guys myself.
No, okay, well that makes sense. But also, I do have a complaint here that was lodged. I went to the first location.
Oh.
And I went to your office. I stole your complaint box. I picked one juicy one for you. I want you to explain it because we spoke. This is a follow up from last week's talk. So, as I said before, based on the our ad copy for Tavoland Pizzeria, first location, you started doing Halloween Horror Nights, copyrighted by I think Six Flags theme parks. So you got to change that soon. You might be getting a notice in the mail.
Eat my ass, Six Flags.
Sex Flags.
Eat my ass, Six Flags.
Anyways, you said you're starting off with an Alice Cooper night, It looks like you ended up dressing up yourself the first night as Alice Cooper. And you said you were going to use an animatronic snake. You were right, but somebody still got bit by a snake. You want us to explain what's going on there? He said, I went to the Alice Cooper night. I love Alice Cooper. The fat guy in the Alice Cooper makeup was fantastic. It was like watching Meatloaf do Alice Cooper. Minus the frilly shirt, but anyways, I like fat Alice Cooper.
Oh, maybe we should do a Meatloaf night.
Yeah, it's not spooky, but maybe don't.
Bat out of hell.
It's literally about a motorcycle crash.
So,
anyways,
that's the name of the album.
When are you gonna do Rob Zombie night?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so you can do Dragula. Anyways, so
wasn't that in the Matrix album or Matrix movie?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. So loving the fat Alice Cooper guy. It's great. Does a good job. Like Meatloaf wearing Alice Cooper makeup. Mm-hmm. I thought the animatronic snake was pretty cool, but when I sat down to eat my pizza, a snake popped out of the pizza crust and bit me on the face, and I had to go to the hospital. He wasn't poisonous, but I'm still very upset. I thought I could trust this place. This was my only home. My wife won't take me back, and my children don't love me. So, a little help, please. Please solve this problem.
Yeah, we got a bit of a snake problem in the kitchen.
Wait, what?
It's something I don't want to talk about.
No, you have to talk about it because
it's a very sensitive issue.
Because your kitchen, one, does not work. Two, because you're ordering from Victor Victoroli's Pizza. The only place that actually sells that you guys make your own pizza is the second location, and I swear to God, that's drywall and cheese.
You're not wrong.
And I think some days it's those Lunchable packs.
That's the personal pizzas. Victor Victoroli's been having a snake problem, and I've been trying to keep it under wraps.
Should we call a health inspector? Which you also happen to be? Tav, I think you need to like somebody to be a health inspector.
You want to be health inspector?
No.
Does Orlando want to be health inspector?
No, he's a cat. Everything flies with him. Why don't you get... Maybe if you make Taruma health inspector.
Pigs eat anything.
If you make Yuri health inspector.
She's in a coffin in Transylvania that I'm still trying to transport over
Maybe
here.
if you dig Gator Phil Swift out of the moat and make him health inspector. Which, by the way, that thing is that symbiosis is 100% complete. He looks like Killer Croc in Phil Swift's outfits. In fact, he doesn't need a hacksaw to cut canoes in half. He just does it with his bare alligator hands.
I can't let Judd to be health inspector because
I just said Gator Phil Swift can do it.
All right, fine.
Unless you want to let him take over Frank's position and make Frank the new health inspector.
No, Frank does his job really well.
All right.
I like what he does.
Cool. And yeah, that's about it for My Town updates. You got anything in your complaint box?
You know what? I got a lot of people saying, like, Tav, why do you have little anime girls running a police department? It may not sound like logic to you, but I think they're doing the right thing.
Well, it doesn't sound like logic because he's a different rapper.
That nerdy white guy?
Yeah. Go on.
A lot of people are saying, like, Tav, this is child abuse. Why are you having little anime girls run their own section of the police department? I think I'm doing what's right. All right, they're keeping this town clean and your children safe, safer than those slat jaws over at the.
Why don't you just make the lollies the new BPD?
Because what about the other guys?
I don't know. Make them health department. We don't have one.
Oh, that's perfect. Yes.
And put Gator Phil Swift at the head.
But what about the police commissioner?
Johnson?
Yeah.
What about him? He's a drunk. He doesn't come into work. He's too busy getting high, getting drunk off of malt liquor, and playing NASCAR online. And not good. He trolls people. He gets drunk and he trolls people in NASCAR. It's a disgrace.
How do you know this?
I've been over to his house to drink malt liquor. This fool's drinking Colt 45s and Cobras all day.
I want to say, like, have you played a game with him online?
No, I've seen some of his streams. I tuned in for some of his streams, though. They're pretty great, admittedly. He could be doing that full time instead of being a defunct police officer or a commissioner.
Fine, but that means we gotta double our people then. Because where we got Lolly's Commissioner Kana, the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do I have? Fuck. Got a lot of good people working for me.
Okay. I guess that does it for town updates.
And then, actually got one more town update, which technically counts as a town update. Jod's rendition of Jod Beth.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Great.
Really good.
Let me guess. Jod Beth doesn't. Is it Jod Beth or McJod?
Jod Beth.
So let me guess. At the end of this one, Jod Beth doesn't get his head cut off, and he kills everybody instead.
No, and there was a really lifelike sex scene in the middle of it.
Oh God!
It almost looked real, but I hope it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
I think you watch a live porn show, my friend.
Oh, the Jod Burlesque. I watched that. That's the After Hours show.
Ugh.
The Jodlesque.
Ugh. It's a bunch of women wearing horrible Jod masks doing strip teases. Talk about a real ghoul show here.
Alright.
Anyway, so let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll speak to Sabor, the leopard from Tarzan, and his update to see where he's at in killing that baby and that gorilla.
Like that's the wrong.
Oh, sorry.
Saber.
Let's talk to Saber and see where he's at in his timeline adventures.
Oh wow, Saber, you're real hot shit. You killed a pig in a. You killed a pig.
That's it.
Wow.
Wow. All right, so we got a new. We're back to an old segment that's, I guess, going to be recurring in season 2 now. We got the Saber update. So
Saber, you're on the air.
Yeah, we got a call, special call in from Saber. First time, second time caller, first time listener. All right, Saber, what do you got for us?
Well, last year for me was me inside of a pyramid in Egypt in Old Head Turumo's tomb.
Yeah.
And ran into some trouble. I think he was either waking up or one of his something else was waking up. Maybe his cow wife or something.
Go on.
But I made my way out, and it took me a while to get myself back in the present, because obviously the lack of resources that I have access to out there, and also a lot of I was stuck out there for a while. I actually started growing a full beard and all this, but
what did the Egyptians think of that?
Because
if hieroglyphics are correct, most of these guys have those long stick beards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're. I definitely stood out, so I had to stick to very closed places, and sometimes stick to the shadows.
Did you meet Moses?
Or is this the wrong? Is this the wrong kingdom? Like that, or is this the wrong dynasty?
Is about, I think this is about.
Way before that, maybe.
A bit before that, because it was from what if I remember correctly, that was sent back to 50 BC. So.
No, never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of time. All right, it sounds like you. So, but have you donned any? You've been donning a lot of this Egyptian garb, right? How's it feel, man? How's it feel to be wearing a skirt and half naked,
shirtless?
Definitely unusual, but it seemed to be the norm. So I was able to quickly blend in. A lot of exposure to the sun kind of gave me a bit of enough of a tan to make me stick out less. But eventually, I made my way to the city of Alexandria.
Nice.
And there a lot more, more Greeks out there, and I think.
Did you meet the Argonauts?
Shut up! That's a story, you dumb hump.
That was something different. That's a story for another time.
Did you run into Heracles? And did he try to rip your shit because you did something better than him and he's a big baby?
I have a few escapades with the Greeks, but yeah. Eventually, I was able to gather a few mystical items that were suitable enough to help me get myself back to the present.
Nice.
Because in some cases, I typically use science to time travel, but having to use more magic kind of related things is not something new, but I don't use it so often.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
What kind of magic items did you get this time?
What'd you find?
Few mystical items I had to do some more tomb diving to get to.
Mm-hmm. Tomb Diver was my favorite game. Larry Croft Tomb Diver.
Larry Kraft cheese.
Larry Kraft Tomb Diver, favorite game.
I love that brand of cheese too.
At the end of Larry Kraft Tomb Diver, doesn't he fight Cheezosaurus himself?
Yeah.
Any plan to go back further in time, Saber, to fight Cheezosaurus, or are you just gonna come back to see if you can stop Peter, old head Terumo and stop Terumo and his cronies?
Maybe a few bits here and there. I'm definitely not going to stop time traveling anytime soon.
Yeah.
At least without any sort of interference with a pig coming into my chambers and just pressing some buttons that happen to tell the machine to send me back to 50 BC. But
yeah.
Saber, do you think that was just pure coincidence that the pig did that, or do you think the pig is sentient and actually knew what it was doing?
You think he's trying to send you a message saying, I need your help, Saber. I don't want this to happen any more than you do.
I part of me believes that Terumo just really wanted to have Peter assassinated because I don't think he... I think he just wanted the gold for something else, but Peter's just like, gold bore vessel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, regardless, it sounds like it was mostly a success. So, I mean, that's good.
So it's that the gold you sent landed with Orlando.
Yeah, we got it back from him though. He's a little liar, but it's there. It's we're gonna put it to good use here in Bumberville. We're gonna build that golden Dolomite statue, right?
Yeah, of course. Golden Frank.
I got a question in regards to time travel. Have you made your way to the timeline where Tav fought Caseytron and fathered Philo DeFranco, Onizian, and Keemstar? And are you gonna go talk to that Tav and maybe help him out? And have you encountered any time wraiths? Because allegedly they're the ones that killed Caseytron because she kept slipping into the... Well, she kept slipping in and out of the time stream, and that's a time crime. And you know how those time wraiths work.
Yeah. Oh, I've seen a few here and there, but I've been able to outrun them. And sometimes they get the wrong saber. Sometimes they get just a completely innocent saber, and it's just like, wow.
How many sabers have you put into a grave because of that? How many sabers have...
It wasn't me. It wasn't me directly. It's just like it was just I was being chased, and then I jumped through another timeline, and it just comes out. And it's just like, oh, I found you, but it wasn't the me it was looking for.
You know, I wonder how Terumo escaped the time wraiths when he went to go take the gold to Peter.
I think the time wraiths don't care about
The law
stuff like
doesn't apply
that
to
unless you're directly affecting a timeline. You know,
The law doesn't apply to pigs.
yeah, that. Even time laws don't apply to pigs. I mean, that's why we either have to police them ourselves, or they have to police each other.
Yeah,
Pigs are
most
not with
cases,
each other.
most pigs don't even care about time travel. They just wanna roll in the mud and eat their oats.
Well, actually, speaking of oats, Tav and I were at a grocery store here in Bumberville, and turns out one of the local grocery stores, we'll call it Chavs, because it's mostly British grocery, but they started incorporating some like more American stuff. It's weird. I'm sick and tired of eating fucking Marmite every day. But they started incorporating some more like more American stuff, and believe it or not, they have an alternative milk section. They have fucking oat milk now. It's a real thing. There's oat milk.
Oat milk with oatmeal.
So you can
Oat
make
milk.
an all oat breakfast by having oat milk with oatmeal, or oat squares, or oat bran with oat milk.
Show oat milk. Like, is it just like oats just mixed in with milk, or is it like milk made from some oat byproduct or something?
That's the second one. The second one, believe it or not. We're talking about like they took oats because it's the way they make nut milk, which is they take whatever they're gonna the source, and they soak it in water, and then they press it into a milk-like substance.
It reminds me of this show with you heard it, Sam Elliott?
Yeah.
Yeah. In this one show that is a Netflix show that I watched with my folks.
Oh, the ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulls out almond milk. He's just like, "What the fuck is almond milk? Show me the tit on an almond." Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's good for you. It provides you calcium nutrients. Now you're just making shit up.
I mean,
Wasn't Sam Elliott Otis's dad in Barnyard the movie?
yeah, he's in a lot of stuff.
Sam Elliott was also General Ross in the 2003 Hulk movie.
Which is the Hulk movie I like that no one likes.
I like it too.
I like it because here's the thing. Yeah, people complain that like, oh, okay, like there's not a lot of Hulk smashing, but I think it captures
It's about Bruce Banner.
it captures the drama, which is exactly half of like all Hulk stories. It's just like, yeah, it's not just the Hulk smashing; it's also Bruce dealing with his friggin' demons, you know. And I think it does a good job of capturing that. And it's just weird because he fights his dad. Like the whole thing culminates in a dad fight.
Hey, and then
I mean,
you can forget the 2005 Hulk Universal one.
Oh, the two. Well, that one's Universal too. You mean the 2008 one with Edward Norton?
With the Abomination.
Yeah. Well,
and then they retcon Edward Norton into Mark Ruffalo,
and now we're all better for it.
But
man, I can't believe we retconned the Hulk for a better Hulk now.
Yeah, but I mean, we got oat milk now, so Saber. I mean, are there any time criminals that you've come across, or maybe you have to like after you're done dealing with this pig saga, maybe decide you're gonna dedicate your time becoming a time bounty hunter and maybe helping the time wraiths because they're kind of so maybe they can restore your other timeline selves as payment.
But what about Boston Saber?
What about what?
What about Boston Saber? The man is so powerful. Why can't he help the time race?
Because the time race fear him.
Yeah, they don't fuck with Boston Saber. I don't fuck with Boston Saber. I don't think Blackula or Blackenstein fuck with Boston Saber.
Total name, the man from Boston.
I mean, I have done some odd jobs here and then for them. Just mainly turn in people that do the typical old. Oh, I'm gonna go back in time and stop something that happened to my family.
Judge Zero from taking over Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few things here and there that are just kind of mainly like personal, but they end up causing more things to happen.
Yeah.
So, and it causes, because the thing is that when you go back in time and make any sort of changes, it doesn't it not only it sometimes doesn't always affect where you came from, but it also creates another like branching off timeline of all that happens. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the rules the Marvel comics go by.
Yeah.
But it's in some cases because the typical person that figures out time travel, they're like, oh, I can go back in time and tell myself to do something else instead of what I've gotten myself into now.
Yeah.
And that usually sets up some disasters, because not only does it cause all these rifts, but then it means that some people have to actually categorize these. They have to catalog all this stuff. Basically, it's a lot of paperwork,
right?
For charting all of these other timelines. So that's why that's part of why the time wraiths have to hunt down these people. But sometimes it's not enough, so they have to rely on other time travelers that either abide by the rules or that they at least can tolerate.
I get the time wraiths just don't want to do paperwork.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like half the cops in Bumbleville.
Dude, the Bummer PD has some serious problems. One, they're not...
BPD.
The BPD. The RIPD. The Rest in Peace Department.
Rest in Police Department.
Rest in Penis Department.
Rest in Pepperoni Department.
Is that what they call the police in Italy?
Rest in Pepperoni Department. Anyway,
the Rest in Pasta Department?
Yeah, the BPD are really bad at their jobs. All they do is eat donuts all day.
Do they...
They never do any paperwork. They just lots of them die up.
What's this guy in for? Oh, drunkenness.
Homeliness.
Homeliness? You mean homelessness, right? No, homeliness. This guy's too ugly to be on the streets. Jeez. Wow. You got any other updates, Saber?
This is not necessarily for anything time travel related, but I am currently sorting a few other minor things out myself. But I am here to take any other questions.
Cool. Tav and I were thinking about opening up the lines to the citizens of Bumbleville, see if we can get them to call in to complain either about the city itself or Tavel.
What are they to complain about, Lycan? This is a perfect town.
Or to complain about some of the Tavoland business locations, like the esports arena. Which have you been?
Have you been to the Tavoland esports arena?
The one that was built out of the old car wash, which has the functioning car wash still. It's the Smash Players entrance. Yeah.
when someone, it's like the guy that complained about whatever happening with the Smash esports, and then someone's just like when someone tells you to take a shower.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. No, I haven't been there. I mean, I don't do much esports stuff, but
have you been to the Halloween redesigns for Tavoland pizzerias? Both locations they threw in an Alice Cooper night now.
Yeah, I saw.
And the pigs are gone.
I saw that.
So the pigs don't run the second location anymore.
Yeah, I've noticed, but whoever's running it now, I think they hired the real Jason Voorhees. He's kind of
that's he's he runs that one now.
What?
Yeah, he somehow this caveman somehow stole back into Bumbleville, and we got him running the pizza place.
And he stole a mechanic's clothes and wore a hockey mask.
Well, he's not Jason. He's the guy who runs the place. He might be Jason, but.
Yeah, I think he is the real one because he's kind of staring at people, and he's given me some of them vibes because, I mean, I wouldn't want to just categorize every typical Blumberville citizen, but some of the stuff that might do, and if it happens in front of his eyes, I don't think it'll end well. So just I'd say just keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
If it's not, it's probably just a dude just being really weird, or either that or one of the guys the BPD locked up and forgot
Let go?
to lock.
They're really bad at they like. I mean, every petty crime gets jail time, but it's like a day in jail for everything.
Kids trying to hop the fence, jail time.
It's
jail time.
like even serious crimes like attempted murder or like a planned terrorist attack gets a day of jail time.
We don't have terrorists in Bumberville.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one, but we do have a lot of attempted murders.
Well, as long as the moat doesn't overfill.
No, well, I mean, I could see it from my window, and it's pretty cool.
I think with the situation with Frank, I actually think he's evolved into a weregator, because I've seen a few like because I'm sure you're familiar with other Lycan types of creatures that aren't just wolves, but also like, obviously like werebears and stuff. And
those guys are cool.
Werehogs.
Werehogs aren't real. That's Sonic appropriating were culture. Damn it.
Well,
weregators are a thing, especially in the South.
Wereswines.
I think a few times my cat has evolved into turned into a werepanther sometimes, because I see him coming back and smelling like blood.
Yeah, that'll happen. I mean, even small animals can contract some form of lycanthropy.
What about wereswines?
That happens, but it's very rare. I guarantee you, most of the
you mean werebore?
Yeah, the werebore is a thing, but the common pig cannot become a werepig. It doesn't work like that. They're really pigs are weird. And it's mostly because they're too dumb to contract it, and their fat doesn't let it spread. But the werebore doesn't have a lot of fat, and it's a wild animal. Domestic animals are hard to become were creatures. And pigs are also extremely disloyal, they're about as smart as a small child or a Floridian. So no,
Florida man too. That's for jails.
No, the common pig, especially when they're in a group and they've earned some form of sapience, will eventually start trying to outsmart you, and most of it just culminates in them stacking up on each other and wearing a trench coat and hat and trying to get into porno shops and movie theaters.
They stole our gold.
That's because there's a whole tribe that have gained super sapience. Okay, we're dealing with Tarumo's whole clan is something else, man. We're not dealing with the common pig.
I do have one update.
Yeah,
I've discovered more about our beloved caveman.
Oh yeah,
He's not just any regular old caveman.
Is he Fred Flintstone?
No,
oh.
He is. I remember that episode. No, that's just a dramatization of Kisaragi's handlers finding him.
Yeah,
they just dug a hole, but it's just a dramatization. But really, he's not just any old caveman. He's a caveman war god.
Well, that makes sense.
I thought you were going to say
his
Casey Neistat's dad.
No, but well, I think some relative of one of a Neistat is responsible for his creation, because as a war god, you're fueled off of conflict and fighting, and in this case, Kisaragi was created because the first time a caveman threw a stone at another caveman and hit him in the head. And then, when that happened, Kisaragi came down from the sky and landed.
Nice. So we got a real supernatural being here. We got to exploit that for something, Tav. We got this time.
I got him running the second joint.
Oh. Well,
and it's also why Kisaragi has participated in every single war that's been out there, because he's not really.
But what about the war on drugs? How come he hasn't participated in that?
He's participated greatly in that. Have you seen what those narcos do? They're practically caveman tactics. Minus the acid dipping.
Yeah, I think he's broken a boulder on one of them, like a whole boulder too, not just a rock.
Bud, yeah.
Yeah,
But
bud.
he's fought. He, from what I've discovered, his own motivations, and I've been able to, get some more out of him from the man himself. His own motivations are just he just wants to fight and get strong and just participate. He's in some ways he wants to fight and get stronger. He's like Goku in that way.
Or Ryu.
Yeah.
The answer lies in the heart of battle.
Don't pay attention to him. That's just how he communicates.
Why don't we communicate with our mouths?
Yeah.
Real fighters communicate
with their fists.
Why don't we communicate with our mouths?
So you've got an actual war god
running a pizza
your,
place.
Pizza joint.
We got a prehistoric war god. Maybe the real Jason Voorhees looking for a part-time job because in between.
He's got to support his mama.
Yeah, and I mean, what else does he do when it's not Friday the 13th? Hang around at the bottom of a lake bed?
That bum's got to get a job.
Yeah, he's got to get a job. I mean, what? Like, I'm glad to see a classic horror slasher look for work. Okay.
That Freddy Krueger bum still hangs out in his pit in hell.
It actually makes me think.
No, he's the maintenance man for the boiler room. Isn't he?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, never mind.
You let a child murderer and possible pedophile reformed.
He's reformed.
Oh God, it's like, would you prefer Freddy Krueger or Jared Fogle working in your boiler room?
Probably Freddy Krueger.
It makes me think like there's somebody made like a parody of this classic Norman Rockwell painting of like these people lining up for like at the unemployment office or the employment office, but instead of a bunch of like a bunch of guys from the Great Depression in like rumpled suits, it's a bunch of horror movie villains looking for work. And the idea of seeing all these guys at their lowest and most benevolent is kind of hilarious because even Chucky's looking for work.
I wonder what Mike Myers looking for work in.
He's got a mechanic suit. He could put that to work. He could work at a mechanic place.
I actually think he's looking for a. Does Bummerville have a garage business or anything? I think he can.
Yeah, of course.
Work there.
Fine, let's start letting movie slashers work at our places as long as they don't kill anybody. I mean, Michael's only active on Halloween. Oh shit, that's coming up.
Yeah, I would hire him. Hire him at the end of the month.
Yeah, I mean, if Jason found work after the last Friday the 13th, I mean, we're good. Freddy's found work. There hasn't been a Nightmare on Elm Street movie in a while.
He's just hanging out in the boiler room. That's what he looks like.
Wait. Who's running the meat shop? Don't tell me it's Leatherface.
Nah, I wouldn't hire him to do that.
No, plus he's from Texas.
He works at the cheap meat factory.
Oh God. Well, are we still doing? I don't know. I guess at the end of the show we'll find out if we're still doing ads for Slunks and Valkyne businesses. But
anyway, Saber.
Of course they'd hire Leatherface.
Well, that's what Job's doing. Anyway, Saber, it was good having you on.
Mm-hmm.
It's been nice knowing you.
You are an odd fellow.
Well, Saber, you're an odd fellow, but
you give a good update.
Well, you give a good update.
Cool.
Saber, the timeline is on fire.
No.
No, it's just a time break.
That sounds even worse.
No, that's actually what happened with us.
Lord Byron. Anyway. Alright, Saber, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, I have to head to ancient Greece for a few more loose ends and some business. Actually, some guy trying to figure out if he's a descendant of Socrates.
Cool.
So I gotta stop him before he. I gotta stop him before he does something bad. So.
All right,
man. Sounds good. We'll ask you to call in again for another update. See where you're at in the timeline business.
Yeah.
All right, man. Good talking to you. And we're back. That was a good call.
Yeah.
Good to know that he did. He's out there. He's taking on those Greeks. He's working with not taking them down, but he's hanging out with Greeks. He's talking time wraiths.
But when is he gonna get to the Argonauts?
We'll find out next
How
time
much
we
of a
do.
dick Jason was the whole time.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, his whole fucking his poor wife and girlfriend Medea. She probably suffers the most throughout this whole story. He's like, I love you, Jason. That's sweet. Bye. Oh, by the way, can I use some of your magic? But sure, anything for you. Cool. See you later.
But Jason, then the king's like, Jason, you either become king of this place and marry my daughter, or just hang out here anyway. He's like, crazy old kingdom.
I'm right here, Jason. Speaking of Jason, based on that call with Saber, apparently you got Jason Voorhees hanging out with Kisaragi at the second location.
Yeah, they've been they've been being good friends. I heard he made Employee of the Month.
I gotta go down there. I'm a big fan of his work. I like how creative he gets.
I like Jason
Harpoons,
X.
fire sticks. Jason X is my favorite movie. That scene where he beats those holograms. He beats those holographic girls with sleeping bags. Well, one of the greatest scenes of all time.
Man, one of my favorite ones is Jason Tate's Manhattan. Gotta get him to do Jason Tate's Bumblebee.
Yeah, and Friday the 13th, maybe give him back his movie career. But which that's fine. But also the other thing too is like apparently Casey Tron is still around. I thought we agreed that she was killed by time wraiths, or you said that she was.
Sadly, she wasn't. She's still lost in the timelines, but
we got to tell Saber to maybe that should make her his next target, put her out of her misery for good.
Here's the thing. I think Casey Tron's absorbed too much of the time powers. She's almost uncatchable. Because if I've known this, I would have done it myself. All right.
I'll just do it myself.
I'll finish what she started. I'll have what the dog's having.
I want what the dog has.
Z.
Wow, that's I mean, regardless, we'll have to hire Saber. Give him some money.
I mean, let me see if the bonus.
I've got all this cryptocurrency. You can have it.
Yeah, but what's Saber gonna do with the cryptocurrency?
I don't know. Buy a small African country and then give it back to its people, and then build a factory that makes Darkstalkers cabinets.
I can just give him a whole briefcase of Tavo dollars.
That has less. Actually, it has more value than cryptocurrency. But is still more valuable than the Tavo coin.
Tavo coin didn't work out as much as I intended.
But it's still out there.
Yeah, I mean, they got all these mines. They got all these mines. That reminds me of a funny story that I once read where this guy who had no experience with IT, his dad's like, son, I'm going to give you a job because he spent all of his time on the computer.
Yeah.
His dad worked at this company and they needed an IT guy, so his dad pretty much told his boss, hey, I got a son that knows a thing or two about computers. And this is a real story, this isn't a joke.
Yeah.
And he said after a while working there, he said, wow, being IT is so easy because a lot of the problems he says is just that he restarts the servers and it's all fixed.
I like that a great deal, actually.
All he did.
That is literally.
All he did there was install Adobe.
That is literally like a little. That's literally the job of a character from the show Mission Hill. One of the roommates. He works IT at this big company, and all he really does is help the owner with his, the most basic computer problems because the owner's an old man who's out of touch.
All he did for them was install Google Chrome and Adobe Reader too.
Wow.
But anyway, one of the funniest things about that story was that there was a bunch of old computers in the server room.
Yeah.
And because he pretty much locked himself in there.
Oh no. Oh no!
He set up all the old computers on the server to mine Bitcoin for him. And it caused the server to be slower than usual every time he was there. And he was like, and at the time the Olympics were on, he's like, well, maybe some people streaming the Olympics all over the office. So he divided the office in half by those who wanted to stop the Olympic streaming and those who wanted it to go on. and he never got fired. He's from Legend of the Story. He's still
Legend has it.
Legend has it. He still works at that company.
Wow. So you got any interesting things from the internet this week? Any Reddit deep dives? Gonna put on that diving helmet and me work the bellows while I have a good lol?
Yeah, I got a few. I got stuff.
All right.
Actually,
give me a Reddit deep dive.
This isn't a Reddit deep dive, but this is a side story.
All right, I gotta take away this title card then.
Cross it out.
Cross it out. All right.
Right. I do have a story about someone I knew in high school. I'm not going to give any names because...
We'll give him an assumed name. Let's call him Dustin. Dunstan checks in.
Dunstan is sexist to women.
Oh, big surprise.
So Dunstan said this. Oh crap! He put his ex-girlfriend's name in here.
We'll call her Dutch.
Dutch, lose my number and block me. I don't want to have any further communication with you. You get to face your choices alone. Going public with this because why not let people know that you hurt me, rather than you hurt me rather than me dealing with the emotions inside. You lost a faithful person who really loved you. One day you will realize that. I am moving on from you, and don't bug my family asking how I am. You don't care in the first place. Why ask now? Well, goodbye, Dutch. Hope you're satisfied with this die. Number, what is it? 8 now? Well, anyways, bye.
Sounds like something off of Our Nice Girls. Jeez.
No, that was
No, I know, but it sounds like something that I could see on Our Nice Girls or Our Nice Guys.
And then Dutch actually responded to him in a couple messages saying, "Why are you putting this on Facebook?" And he said, "Exploiting you, how unfaithful and you use guys for your benefits." And she's like, "No, I don't." And then he put something pretty long-winded. "Yeah, you do. Who was the one massaging your feet, rubbing your back, putting lotion on your feet and back?"
My feet massaging my wife. The little ones killing dogs.
We'll have 6 or 7 of them, right?
Dogs?
Nobel.
Dogs. My rustic honey lodge on fire.
And you never did anything to show your love back. It was always me. You are a child, and that's not okay. But it's not my business.
Get more literal with that. With each as you go down.
But it's not my business, because I no longer hold respect for you. To me, you are now as low as a thought.
Oh man!
Almost had a heart attack.
Gamester want a rematch?
He had another one previously about another ex-girlfriend. That's longer.
Come on.
It's way longer.
Jesus. I don't want this.
Alright. This one is more Our Nice Guys than the last one.
Alright.
Man, it's funny how women, that's how he says women. Women can be so...
Spell that out for me, please. I want the
W-E-M-A-N.
W-E-M-A-N. Wee man. Wee man.
It's so funny how Wee Man from Jackass can be so nice when he has what he wants.
Wee man, what did you do to this guy?
It's funny how women can be nice when they have what they want, but will turn around and be a real bitch when the money is gone. Bye bye fun times. This reminds me of someone. Oh yes, it's what's the name? Give me a fake name.
Ozone.
Ozone. Oh yes, it's Ozone. This reminds me. This exactly like this. Well, cat's out of the bag of who you are. You never did love me. Only words. It's funny that the only one who played the victim is the one who never loved. I got 5 big reasons of how I loved you. I sold my car for you because you needed money. I gave you so many gift.
Wow!
I gave you so many gift cards. Apple and Amazon. Sounds fishy to me.
Dude, maybe just not spend any money on her and cut your losses. While
I bought and shipped you a blanket. I
bought and shipped you a blanket. Or I went to Joann's. I got one of those those fleece throws that you cut and tie yourself. I put it in a box, and then I sent it to you in Alaska, where you were judging the world's.
No, she was in New York.
Shipped it off to you in New York, where you were hanging out with Andy Warhol, painting cans of soup.
Anyway, I thought Andy Warhol was in Chicago.
No, he's a New Yorker.
Oh, my bad.
He's got his fucking filmography is kind of awful.
I gave you so many gift cards, Apple and Amazon. Sounds fishy to me.
I thought he was gonna say I gave you so many gift cards, Applebee's and Amazon. Applebee's.
I bought and shipped you a blanket and ended up burning. I got a job for you, not for me. I gave you... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I give you my paycheck. I give you my personal information. Tell me this. Will any man do that for you? No, they won't. Oh, so admit it. Admit it.
Is he dating a Russian hacker?
I think they did.
I think this guy's dating some African prince. I think he's dating a Spanish prisoner. Dude, this fool got Spanish prisonered hard.
Ozone, admit it, you are a gold digger. The richest man still won't suffice for you. Oh, the inheritance bullshit. 5.7 million, you're still in the position you're in, bullshit. In the real world, we call women like you gold diggers with a problem. You don't know when to stop.
The inheritance? Honey, I'll date you, but first you gotta give me all these inheritance. Don't worry about spending so much money. I had this inheritance. I just need your money first. He's literally Spanish. He literally, like, this girl he dated literally sounds like a Spanish prisoner.
In the real world, you can call women like you gold diggers. But you don't know when to stop and when to stop acting like an 8-year-old. Grow the fuck up. The world doesn't revolve around you. You're always asking. You're always asking why do good girls end up heartbroken? Because you're still a girl/child. You are not a woman. He says actual woman this time.
Oh, wow.
So I can't tell if he was misspelling woman.
I think he doesn't know how to spell women.
No one in the 4 months of a No one in the 4 months of a relationship pays your bills. No one. So have a good life and stop saying childish shit. Grow the fuck up. That's it.
This fool doesn't know how to, like. He's running into scammers. I think he's getting bamboozled by scammers online. It's kind of sad. Reminds me of Chris Chan when he gets trolled into thinking he's dating a girl online. Which apparently he refuses to get a job. He said why? Because a great mind like his doesn't need a job, apparently. Actually, alright. I know I said I wouldn't invoke Chris Chan, but I gotta have Tav listen to this, because this is gold.
Is it old but gold or just gold?
Well, you know, Goldie Roger, so.
Fair enough.
Let's see. There we go. Let me read you this beloved tweet here. A message for everyone telling me to get a job. A mind as great as my own does not need a job. Also, when you consider our days in this dimension, time and world...
Our days in this dimension.
In this dimension, time and world are numbered. At best, getting a job becomes silly in contrast. I promise that in Quickville, nobody has to work.
Bullshit. Then what's the economy there? How does anybody eat?
You just give it to Chris.
Chris, how does anybody eat?
Sometimes I just want to give up, but my loves won't let me. If people could help us here in this world monetarily, we would be okay. I promise all of you that when that day comes, I will reimburse you personally in the nation of Quickville. I think.
But we're getting.
It sounds like Christian's trying to start up a suicide cult like Heaven's Gate, and he wants everybody killed. He thinks that the end is coming, and when we all die, we're gonna go to Quickville and reimburse us for all the money we.
Jonestown, Quickville edition.
I'm thinking more Heaven's Gate. I mean, he's already done genital mutilation like the dude who ran that.
What? Oh.
You didn't hear about Chris's Unclit 2.0?
What did he do?
He tried to cut himself a vagina in his taint. Trying to release the inner vagina, he says yes.
Chris, you fucking asshole. You dummy.
He's done his lesson. He hasn't done it yet, as far as I know. Again, recently. I mean, it's the second time he's done it, apparently.
But anyway,
well, I guess that'll do it for this this episode. Before we go, let's read off some sponsors. First up, we got one. Oh, this is unfortunate. This is for this is the secret. This is a secret flyer that was posted to the to Castle Wolfenstein. It was delivered to technically delivered to the radio station. I broke in. I stole all your ad copies. So, good luck for the other station.
Who's letting you in my office?
I broke in. I told you.
How?
You guys don't lock the door.
I make sure. Is that why my window's always broken?
And by you guys don't lock the door, I mean I use my werewolf strength to crush the doorknob. I'll pay for it. Don't worry. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, this is kind of unfortunate because this flyer is exactly for Ye Old Subway Esports Arena, for the Underground Esports Arena, Ye Old Subway.
Should we have a moment of silence for them?
No, let me read the ad copy, then we'll. So, anyways, hey guys, are you tired of bullshit rules? Is the world of esports not cool enough? Is there too much Darkstalkers in your world? Do you want to play Abel and rip ass? Do you want to play El Fuerte and shenanigan around? We got the place for you.
How the hell did you not have
just follow the simple
band, but have Darkstalkers not even available to play?
Because they hate it. Well, we got the place for you. We can't tell you where it's at, but there's a map on the back of this flyer.
There's a treasure map.
Okay. Yeah, map on the back of this flyer. And if you can't read that, just take a number off the bottom of this flyer and call this hotline. We'll give you directions, and all you got to do is head down, and you're in. Remember to bring Bitcoin. We only serve in cryptocurrency. All money matches are in cryptocurrency.
Like, and this number's for a SETS hotline.
Well.
Good job, idiots. You guys didn't even do anything after postmortem.
But, I guess we weren't going to hold a moment of silence who called them up and called them idiots.
They put a number for a SETS hotline on their flyer. Come on.
Yeah, I think they got the wrong number. I think there is I don't know, maybe you're going to have to, whatever. They're all...
Come on, guys.
Okay, anyways, so that's unfortunate. Here's the other one. It's for TaviRadio Esports Arena. The only one that's functioning in the superior one, in my opinion. Hey, gang, do you like pizza? Do you like money matches for burgies? Do you like hot wings and spaghetti? Do you like garlic bread and meatballs? Do you like meatball subs without the meatballs? Then come on down and have your go at this endless buffet at the TaviRadio Esports Arena, off on 5th and Main, right across the street, kitty corner from Victor Victoroli's Pizzeria. And this time only, we're having our Sagat Best of the Country Sagat tournament, and by country we mean county. Sorry, we misspelled that, guys. Our bad. We're not perfect. Only God is. It's kind of religious there, Tav. Who wrote this?
Oh, my PR guy.
Okay, that really religious guy.
Yeah.
The one who goes to the Rob Zombie church.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I mean,
he's okay.
Yeah, he's cool.
His mom makes a mean meatloaf.
Yeah. But anyways, come on down and. Oh, sorry about that part. Anyways, find out who the best Sagat player is in the county. It could be you. It could be me. It could be Tav himself if he shows up and actually makes an appearance for once in his friggin' life. Sorry, Tav.
I think this is kind of passive-aggressive. I don't appreciate this.
Also, Smash entrance no longer just for Smash players. You need a shower, you need to come in from the cold, you need a hot meal, come on into the TaviRadio. Bring your homeless and your hungry. And
Whoa.
And let him play your esports.
Whoa. Hey, I didn't see that.
It says right here in the copy. You better talk to your PR guy.
I'm not my PR guy. I'm trying to keep this place good and recent. Also, you cannot bring them in because you need to pay an entrance fee anyway.
What about that McDonald's cup of change?
Depends if they have $5 in there.
They usually do. And plus, to like get access to like a buffet for $5, but they have to play at least one esports game and win one match, or lose 5 matches in a row to get access to the free. Otherwise, you have to pay for it.
Do you think
Your next Sagat champion could be a homeless guy in town. You got to remember, Bummerville came from the homeless.
Fair enough. Fine.
Yeah. And that's cool. Maybe you could turn Tableland Esports Arena into a side soup kitchen. You know, like rehab a bunch of homeless people, give them jobs, tell them to maintain the arcade cabinets.
Hey, you! Make sure you dust off that.
You got it, sir. Can my dog Blue also help? Watch, I can put the feather duster in his mouth.
Oh,
He's hired.
I gotta do it for the dog. Get him a name tattoo. Get him a little doggy shirt and a name tag.
I think that sounds like a good business effort. Get a bunch of homeless people to volunteer. They can earn their meal. Get them off the streets.
Volunteer, have their dogs work too.
Yeah. There you go. Tableland Esports Arena could be the greatest charity of all time. And and that's because of your super religious Rob Zombie worshipping PR guy.
Maybe now I can finally win that goddamn Nobel Prize.
Yeah. Oh, wait, is it Rob Zombie or is that a picture of Jesus, Tab?
Might be both.
Oh, whatever. Okay, and our last sponsor is, of course,
Come on.
the Swangshenvakian Community Theater. Come on down and check out the Jod Beth. Running now for the next 8 weeks.
I give it 2 thumbs up.
Did you like Macbeth but disappointed by lack of sex and tragedy? Well, we got no tragedy. Continue to be disappointed, but plenty of sex. We've replaced all fight scenes with sex scenes. At the end, Jod Beth gets beheaded, but in the moment of sex, his head explodes from orgasm.
I don't know, that scene was pretty good.
Come on down. No real blood, just red confetti. Promise. Don't worry about wet parts. It's just wet confetti. Look like entrails from pig. Or monkey. We'll see. But after that, also tune in on Saturdays for Community Children's Theater. They put on Shrek the Musical 4. Shrek Forever After. Come see children play Rumpelstiltskin, play Ogre Community, play Donkey Man, play Shrek Man, and play the Witch Man. Very good. Give it 9 out of 10 stars. And maybe afterwards, ice cream.
Maybe? What's that mean?
And that's it.
Wait, what's he mean by maybe ice cream?
I don't know. I think they might be selling ice cream outside afterwards. It's like when we go to church.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, when I used to go to church before they decided they weren't going to be friendly to werewolves anymore.
Why don't you go down to my PR guy's church? They accept anybody.
Yeah, okay. But I don't know. It seems kind of weirdly... It seems too... They seem too excited and happy about it, so whatever.
Wow, a wolf man.
Will you fight me? I won't... If you insist.
Really?
I won't repeat myself. Anyways, I guess that does it for this here podcast. Tab, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, I got a message for Hate Ape.
Hape?
Hape. You and your show and your campaign, if it's not gone in the span of 24 hours, then I will come down and tear it down myself and tear you down. I'm unmasking you in front of my audience.
We know it's not you, Saber Spark. So who is it? Digibro? Aki Dearest herself? The anime man?
I don't know why they want to come in and...
Mysterious Mr. Enter?
No, it's probably Digibro. I know those movements. I know why that gorilla's wearing sunglasses now.
Oh, God. What if it's Monkey Jones?
That's even worse. If any of those following people, I will have the lollies do a firing squad.
You mean the newly minted BPD?
Yeah. It's gonna be every anime fan's dream. This is how you want to go down, huh, Digibro? Died by the one thing you love the most.
No, then get the newly minted Bummerville Health Department to murder him.
Oh yeah.
Your campaign isn't up to code, but these donuts are A- death.
Oh, don't forget.
E-rate. Oh, by the way, are you gonna make it so the health department's system is more like a video game ranking system? This restaurant is S rank.
Yeah, I'll probably have that grade.
Nice.
All right.
Well, I got nothing to plug except I got a future project tab that I'm going to be working on. That's going to be premiering on maybe a second channel, so keep an eye out for that. I'll let you guys know.
All right.
It'll be a bit more. I mean, it won't be as. It'll be fun, but maybe not as fun as this masterpiece of comedy we're producing here. So, see ya.
What do you want to be?